Our present knowledge on human evolution, insignificant ape to intelligent designer. What is evolution? Theory of evolution was first formulated by Charles Robert Darwin, who was an English naturalist. It was published in his book Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection. According to this theory, organism changes over time as a result of changes in the heritable, physical or behavioral traits. Better adapted individuals survive and reproduce in nature. Modern genetics have confirmed the fundamental truth about theory of evolution. What we have found from theory of evolution, while the life form on this planet are interrelated and evolved from a common ancestor, changes in the nucleic acid sequence can lead into heritable changes. Changes are random and favorable changes are selected by nature. Tree of life. This is the incomplete tree of life. Just for a simple representation, it is quite impossible to know about all of the life forms that ever harbor life. Origin of life. According to recent studies, origin of life is pretty much clear. Here is a hypothesis about origin of life. First amino acids were originated on primitive earth spontaneously from some basic chemicals. Then the first replicating proteins were formed. When RNA was abundant, primitive cells started to use RNA as the genetic materials encapsulated by phospholipid bilayer. Today, modern organisms use DNA as their genetic material. DNA is more stable than RNA. Central dogma of life. DNA can be produced from DNA and RNA. RNA is produced from RNA and DNA. Proteins are made by translation by using RNA in modern organisms. Mutation. Mutation is the change in nuclear sequence of the genome. It can be occurred in DNA or RNA. Mutation can be occurred spontaneously by cell process errors and induced by environmental factors. Genetic codon. This is the 64 genetic code used in translation for protein production. Mutation can result into change in the genetic code and further different amino acids. It is possible to origin of new species from another species. Origin of polar bear from brown bear in Arctic. Around 150,000 years ago, mutation happened in the reproductive cell of a female brown bear in Arctic, produced a female offspring with white fur coat. This simple mutation gave that bear advantages over other in hunting in that condition. She had the better chance to pass her gene in next generation over the generations. White fur-coated population of brown bear was evolved, and at a time brown fur was terminated from the gene pool. It became a different species over time. Humans are both mammals and primate, and included in the genus Homo. Mammals. Mammals are vertebrate with hair, have mammary gland to provide milk to the young, have a diaphragm, 3 bones in the ear, and a lower jaw made up of a single pair of bones. Evolution of mammals. Mammal evolution is complex. Here is a simple flowchart. Synapsids are characterized by having differentiated teeth. These include the canine, molar, incisor. Early synapsids could have 2 or even 3 endless canine, but therapsids had 1 canine each in each upper jaw. The lower canines developed later. Therapsids survived Permian extinction. Cynodonts were mammal-like reptile of the order Therapsida, and they were the only therapsid survivor of the Triassic-Jurassic extinction event. Over time, all the mammals evolved. Primates are arboreal mammals, have bigger brain, specialist visual sense, and specialist thumb, who live in trees, and they have hind limb dominated locomotion. Evolution of primates. After the disappearance of dinosaurs, one group of animals benefited most. They were the mammals. They diversified in great quantity around 60 to 55 million years ago. The first primate was evolved. Lemurs, tarsiers are one of the first primates. Modern genetics have confirmed that chimpanzee and humans have common ancestor around 8 and 6 million years ago. Evolution of humans. So after the split, human ancestor evolved. Sahelanthropus chadensis is the oldest hominin fossil found in Chad. It is 7 million years old. They may give rise to ororins, and Australopithecines are the ancestor of first Homo. Homo erectus is considered the first true human which was evolved more than 2 million years ago. Origin of Homo sapiens. It is now clear that Homo erectus is the direct ancestor of Homo sapiens. Homo heidelbergensis is the intermediate form between Homo erectus to Homo Neanderthals and modern humans. According to the recent studies of mitochondrial DNA suggested that while the modern humans live today have descended from a common woman who lived around 200,000 years ago, and that lineage left Africa about 60,000 years ago and populated the whole earth, terminating other human species. Homo sapiens may be ventured out of Africa before 60,000 years ago, but those lineages did not survive long. Thank you, everyone.